Hi, my name's Neil, and I'm here today to help you on how to use your Navan business travel account. As you can see, we're looking at the landing page and homepage of a Navan account. Just quickly before we go into how to set up a trip proposal, I'm just going to show you a few features on this homepage so you understand where to go. By clicking on the top left corner, you'll notice that there is a business travel, personal travel, and expenses section. We're just going to purely focus on the business travel section as it enables you to create your own trip proposal. Now, when setting up a trip proposal, there are a couple of considerations to take note. First, that this proposal is going to your line manager. Whenever you book a trip, it's important to know that you need to provide enough information for your line manager to understand exactly the purpose and reason for that trip you're making. Normally, your manager would, of course, let you know that you need to make these arrangements, but it is very important that we track that using the Navan profiles that are set up. When setting up the trip proposal, it's also important to note that this is paid for through Navan. So in other words, any flights, any accommodation that you make arrangements with is all covered via Navan themselves. You won't have to claim back any expenses or certainly make any additional payments. If there is any queries or any things that you're unsure of course, you can reach out to Navan directly and they can support you. But it is all automated when you're putting together a trip. When putting that trip together, it's important to know who the traveler is going to be. Automatically, if it's your account, it will show your name and details. But if you wanted to add a colleague, let's say I'm going to add my colleague Damien, I type in their name, I click on their details, and they're automatically added to that proposal now. When it comes to the trip, it does need a title and a name. Try and keep it as simple as you can. For example, I'm going to book in a trip to go to Edinburgh to help people for their induction. So I'm going to put in their induction in Edinburgh. And the reason is inducting 3 joiners to Mapal, UK. By doing that, I click on Next. And this has now set me up to then populate that trip and that proposal with the requirements for travel and accommodation. By clicking on Add Flight, it's very easy. You identify which airport you're flying out from. I'm going to go from Heathrow. So all I do is type in the first 5 letters and it comes up with London Heathrow. And again, I'm flying to Edinburgh. So typing in just 3 letters helps me pick up Edinburgh Airport. And then, of course, you're entering the dates. So the start date will be, let's say I'm going to go from Monday to Wednesday. So start from there to there. And by doing so, I click on Done. And it automatically confirms those dates and details. Next, I'll need to add the accommodation. So by clicking on the Add Hotel function, you'll need to identify how many rooms you're going to need. Is it just you? Is it for other colleagues? And, of course, where that will be location. So again, I'll type in EDI and notice that it's already come up with the Mapal office details there. So I click on that because it's going to help me find a location near to a hotel accommodation near to the. And I'll need to put in those dates, the 28th to the 30th, and click on Done. So here you can see now I've just created the flight and accommodation. If you want to add a train or a car hire, you can do that. But now I'm clicking on Next, which then sets me up to identify the costs that now can be sent over to my line manager to confirm. So as this is uploading, just roughly estimating what this will be, I will then click on Send Proposal to Manager, and that generates an email from Navan confirming all these details. I'm not going to put it through because obviously this is a test. So I'm going to show you now how you can pick those up and identify what proposals you've sent out. So going to the top of the page, you'll see there's Home, Trips, Events, Rewards, and the Help section. I'm going to click on Trips. Within Trips, you've got historical trips that I've made, so what I've done in the past, trips I might have cancelled, but currently what I've got proposed to a line manager. And by clicking on that, you can see I've got one coming up in December. So this hasn't been confirmed, otherwise it would be me up and coming. And so to ensure that I'm getting this confirmed, I could click on Contact Manager and it then generates a reminder email to my manager to say, look, Neil's looking to book this. Are you able to confirm? And here's the costs. If I wanted to remove that and I've got a change in date, I simply delete the process and then restart it again with a new trip. In going into up and coming, as you can see, there's nothing there that's showing, but if I were to have one, it would look something like this. Here you can see a clear breakdown of the flight, where I'm staying, the details of that flight, functions that help you support managing that trip, and of course sections like the loyalty, which comes with Navan, and the necessary booking details at the bottom, including an invoice, which then goes to our finance team so they can then make sure that the payments are made. It's important to note when you're looking at your trip, your personal details are stored within Navan. When you're setting up your profile, you may be asked to upload your passport. You may be asked for key information like your contact number, your home address, etc. All of this is useful because what that means is that when it comes to confirming your booking and confirming flights, that data is there for them to use and they can do it on your behalf, saving you a lot of time and hassle when it comes to confirming things. So going back to the home page, if you are struggling with any of the information that you're looking at on the page and it's not helping you or it's not doing what you need it to do, you have got the option to go to the help section, which is just up here. It's very helpful because when clicking on that, it gives you a breakdown of the different categories, the help sections that are available to you on Navan, specifically, let's say, travel, expenses, or even if it's just setting up your profile and details. One really useful thing within the actual help page is the chat with us and call us. When clicking on this, it goes to a chat bot that if you ask it some questions, it might be able to help you, but if it can't, it will then put you in contact with a live support admin and they can go through their queries with you. And of course, it's all recorded in conversation. Alternatively, if you want to speak to someone direct, let's say you're on the move and you need some help with your flights, let's say you want to change the dates or the flights and details, here it provides you with a list of numbers that you can contact as well. So depending on your region, you would then call them directly. I will say that when you're calling them, you will speak with one of the end's user supports people, and they can actually then help you with your query and record everything and update your profile. So when you go back into your Navan setup and go to your trips, it will all be automatically updated within the proposal, within the section that you've booked in as well. So there you have it. That's your guide on how to use Navan. Of course, if you're still not sure of anything, you can go to your HR portal where you'll find there's guidance and links to the Mapal One website on how to use your Navan account. And also, very importantly, we do have a travel and expenses policy set up within the HR policy, which again is available to you on the Mapal website. So many thanks and have a great day. Thanks. Bye.